Okay, let's go to some notable discussions from the David Pakman Show subreddit, which you can, of course, find at davidpakman.com/Reddit, now boasting nearly 16,000 subscribers from our online, radio, television, and satellite television audiences. Last week, some notable discussions I want to go over. Last week, I did a story about the divisions on the left. And there was a faction of the left that I said, sometimes I call this the Leninist left. Sometimes they are called Tankies, but I find those terms pejorative. I would like to have some other way to refer to this group. And there's a post on our subreddit which says, David, you should call the Leninist left Tankies. It's not bad to be confrontational to ignorant people. Tankies are not just people who espouse far left views. They are people who hate the West and like Russia, China, Iran, North Korea over the US and European Union. These people support Tulsi Gabbard because of her isolationist stances and even make false claims that she is anti-Israel. Okay, so listen, I think that there's a case to be made that the term may not be an inaccurate one to call some of these folks Tankies or Leninist left. My point is, I don't think it's productive because the term is pejorative. And I got a bunch of emails about this, and the consensus was I should be calling that wing of the left the revolutionary left or the Marxist left. Now, Marxist left, I'm unsure of because I don't know that the entire Leninist left is literally Marxists. They're also not literally Leninists, so maybe it doesn't matter if the term literally applies to everyone. Revolutionary left may actually be a good term to non-pejoratively describe that slice of the left. Let me know what you think. Also, much follow-up about the discussion we had earlier this week about debates with Charlie Kirk, the right-wing bomb thrower from Turning Point USA, as well as my absence at Politicon. This user says David needs to do a public debate despite the WWE pro wrestling vibes. I just watched the Politicon debate between Kyle Kalinske and Charlie Kirk, and it was frustrating. Both of them got applause when they made points. I felt Kyle was correct on substance, but he lost. He let Kirk gish gallop a lot and could have used more of his time to make his case, even though he did a great job of demonstrating his consistent principles and criticizing policies of both parties. He lost his cool way too often, almost to the point of coming across as whiny. I don't know if David has experience with these kinds of debates, but he's very much in control of everything when he has guests on who disagree with him. Yeah, listen, I am flattered by people saying, David, you would have done way better than Kyle in this scenario. I really don't know that that's the case, and I'm not playing faux humble. I mean, those types of situations can go any number of ways. When the crowd gets involved, when the moderator plays or doesn't play a particular role, it's not clear to me. What I feel very strongly about is that this is not a format overall in terms of the timing, structure, role of the moderator, and role of the audience that leads to actual productive discussions. Counterpoint, we are right now producing a 4-interview series with this guy, Yaron Brook from the Ayn Rand Institute. I'm not a Randian, as many of you know. I'm not a libertarian or any of this stuff. I disagree with Yaron Brook on almost everything. But we have set these up so that they will be 4 30 to 40-minute conversations, each with a specific topic, no interrupting, where we can actually give our views and argue against the other's views. I think that that is going to be a format that much better will serve learning and figuring out which ideas reign supreme, for lack of a better term, and a reference, of course, to Iron Chef. So that's where I'll sort of leave it. Make sure you are subscribed to the David Pakman Show subreddit. It's free, and more than 15,000 of you have already done it. davidpakman.com/REDDIT.